Hi, good morning. Anne here. I wanted to give a bit of an update on 5D and what is transpiring related to closing of timelines, releasing the past, deprogramming that was experienced last night, and a general major shift related to our healing process. So I'm claircognizant. I use a variety of elements to express myself. Most of it is just information that comes to me that I know, usually at night or in the morning. And it's been very, very strong lately. I do also feel the frequencies. So as many of you might know, they have been rather intense lately. And it's actually sort of leveled off a little bit in the past couple days, I think, in order for us to be able to actually process some of what has been coming through. And that's been very strong. So there's been really a couple of themes that have come out from that. One is we are really being redirected in a way to redefine our mission, to get closer to our own alignment, our own purpose. So you may find that your ideas are moving in different directions, or things you have worked on in the past either get clarified, modified, or become redundant, become irrelevant. So the universe is telling us that it's time to make another shift to support the new fifth dimensional energies. So really pay attention to what is feeling harmonious and what doesn't seem to be working, something that may just seem you never seem to quite get it to work properly. That might be something that is needing to be released. Another major energy that has come through is, I felt this myself last night actually, is a release or removal of an old program related to, it seems to be related to relationships. If you have been on a healing journey and you've been working on yourself and getting to understand your past programs and traumas and childhood issues, I'll say issues, relationship challenges is a big topic for a lot of reasons. But some of you may find that feels lighter today. That feels like it may have been released a little bit. That if there was some brainwashing or sort of programming or manipulation involved, that becomes clear that that program that you thought maybe it's me, or maybe it's something, there is something there. It's sort of become clear that you've risen above that. Your frequency is much higher now, and it doesn't seem to resonate emotionally. So that is really interesting. The energy really, and I look at cards very differently from, I think, everybody. I really just use them as guides for understanding the current energy. That's just how they speak to me. and there's a lot of fire and passion. So there's a lot of real focus on spiritual, higher consciousness. I mean, also in even also in the astrology, which I do take into consideration, certainly, and look at that as part of this bigger picture. But all of those things combined is such a strong story right now that I wanted just to come on and share that with anybody who is interested. I mean, I haven't really done energy updates on YouTube before, but they are with me every day. So I wanted to just share a little bit and see if this resonates with anybody at all, because there's such a strong story here of being between two worlds. So we're really, and I'm really feeling this because I've been on this journey for a long time. Really awakened in 2014 and have been through very, very significant, monumental changes in my life since then. And there has been a lot of work and effort put into healing and service, and we're seeing, I think, the results of all of our efforts in doing that, as there is appearing to me to feel like a shift that has been kind of in play in the past couple of weeks. And we don't maybe know exactly where it's going, so there's a lot of unknown. But it's based on so many people coming into themselves. It's really quite amazing and beautiful. It has a lot to do with healing, going through a very big process of healing and releasing and deprogramming and understanding old timelines, understanding why it needed to happen. So more clarity. The healing's providing clarity. And this gap is requiring us to really continue to look a little bit at ourselves right now, because there's so much unknown that we may fall back into the victimhood mentality of why is this happening to me? Maybe because so many of us have been through this for such a long time, and processing it for so long, it's almost become a comfort zone. So be careful of that, because you're being asked right now to create a new story, a brand new story, and to really think about what the new story is, so that it can replace the old story. So the universe is trying to help you create the new story right now. So really pay attention. Don't try and force what you think you're supposed to do, because it may have been one way, but now it's changing. So I really just wanted to share that and see if anybody can resonate with this, because it's coming through very strongly, and I know that it's not meant just for me. So if this reaches you, I'm thinking of doing this kind of more frequently, like really actually sharing what's coming in for me, or maybe it's just meant for me. But I don't think it is. I really think that I pick up on very high level energies with my Mercury positioned where it is, and there's a whole lot of astrological positions in my chart that is really highlighting communication and education. So thanks for listening. If you're agreeing and sort of resonating with this, it's quite wonderful. So just sit with not knowing. Thanks.